This is the Nathan, Nat and Sean podcast.
Hi, everybody.
Morning.
We had a WA Day special today. We spoke to the Premier, for starters. We went straight to the top.
Yeah, we did. We brought in Kate Walsh, A-lister, Hollywood A-lister, and we asked her a lot of things that she
Yes.
likes about why she live in WA.
Because she's Western Australian by choice.
Yeah,
Some of
I
us,
know.
we
That's
were
cool.
just born here, but she chose to be here.
Yep.
It's a
Caitlin
beautiful
Bassett
thing.
talks her favourite dog cafes.
She does too. Jordan Clark from the Dockers, we talked to him.
And Jeremy McGovern from the Eagles, we talked to him as well.
Yeah, it's a really good chat with the Gov.
Enjoy. Hey, it's Nathan, Nat and Sean. A couple of weeks ago, we had the great honour of catching up with our bestie, Sean.
Kate Walsh you're talking about,
Yeah, of
Nelly?
course I'm talking about you. Look
She's an
confused,
A-lister,
Steph.
by the way, in Hollywood.
That's right. And she's our friend. Let's have a listen. Well, it is WA Day this weekend, and to celebrate, we're all WA born and bred.
nothing.
we are.
We're
Yes,
nothing.
we are.
Some people
Nothing.
chose the WA life, and one of those is none other than Hollywood's Kate Walsh.
That's right.
Who joins us now.
Hi.
Kate
Walsh.
Walsh. Kate Walsh.
Yeah.
Pride. The pride of WA. You are, though.
Because you chose us. You chose us.
Because everyone else,
I should have like a little blue ribbon.
Dude.
Did I win?
Why don't you
You
have
won.
the keys to the city? Because honestly,
county fair.
other celebrities, they swoop in, like the Chris Martins, walks around with his like, no shoes on, blah, blah, blah. But then he leaves. You don't leave. It's like you have no other prospects, but you do.
I know. I love it here.
I know you do.
I love everything about it.
know
I
you
love the
do.
beach. I love Cat Haven.
I just say right now, she is covered in cat hair.
I am covered in cat. I'm really.
What were you doing
guys,
with
I'm
Brian?
sorry. I
Is that
didn't
just
dress
one
up
cat,
for
or
you.
do you like roll it?
No,
roll
I
it
got
together?
There's three.
three cats.
Three.
Cats all
Yeah.
together.
Brothers, the ginger
And
brothers.
do they just like play on you until you have something to do?
Yes. I wake up every day. It's like a cat garden. It's insane.
Do your cats like to sleep on piles of clean washing? That's what mine does.
Yeah,
So
and then there's an
therefore
old
just-
box
Yeah.
that we got from
Don't
the
call
IGA.
yourself that. I'm sure it looks quite fresh.
Stop.
It's never too early, is it?
I need it. I don't even have a great comeback.
You don't
for that.
need one.
No, I
You don't need
can't.
one.
I
You don't
can't.
need
So tell us about your old box.
We have this night. There are so many beautiful things for them to like. Whatever. And then we
Sure.
brought a little box back for the
Like a
IGA
child.
with
Yeah.
groceries, and they're like, the brown
Yes.
box.
The lure of just
Oh, it's
filthy
gorgeous. It goes
cardboard.
everywhere. It goes to the farm, stays at the house. It goes, yeah.
I appreciate cats. I'm not a cat person.
I do like dogs too. I'm not just like
Yeah,
a
yeah,
cat
yeah.
lady. I'm not just a cat lady.
Yeah.
Hey,
It's
welcome.
tough, isn't
WA.
it? Because I've got one of each, a dog and a cat, and people go, "Are you a dog person or a cat person?" I'm like, I'm a dog person.
What do we think about bird people?
having a cat?
Yeah, I'm from a family of bird people.
Oh, there you
Oh,
go.
really?
Yeah.
Do you have
Pigeons.
birds now?
I race
Pigeons.
pigeons.
Yeah, but
Oh,
no,
you
but,
do?
but pigeon racing.
Not anymore.
Wait,
My
you
dad's
raise
still
them? Okay, yeah.
racing them, but
Okay.
my whole childhood was he would so he was selling new homes, which is work on the weekend like real estate stuff.
Yeah.
And me and my brother was sent to a place called Riverton, which we'd have the pigeon racing club there, and we'd have to put the birds in and wait till they came and got collected by the truck, and then stand by on Sunday mornings and capture
Wait for
the
them to
pigeons and-
arrive.
The track.
That's what I was like.
Amazing.
Did you say racing or raising pigeons?
No,
But
racing.
They race up in
Racing.
the sky. So it's
Homing
like-
pigeons. So
Yeah, they release them?
take them all out somewhere in the country.
Yeah, like
release
say
them,
Northam or
pretty
2J.
cool.
and then it's a race
past
to
there.
see who gets
Yeah.
back first.
Come on.
But Kate, my dad's right into exotic birds as well, so he's got all the different
like ones
coloured.
that dance and I birds that sit on the pole. A peacock.
And when we were kids, we'd go to places and he'd get us to climb trees, and we'd grab.
What, you'd steal the babies? You'd steal baby birds?
Don't do this, everybody. Don't do
You would
this.
climb
It's not
trees
legal.
and steal
It's not
baby birds
legal.
out of from their parent?
Yeah, back in the day, we can get away with this stuff, you know.
Back in the day.
Back in the day.
We should do a topic back in the day.
Back in the day.
Back in the day.
Now, Kate, we want to talk about WA Day,
Yes.
and I want to focus in on the last couple of months of weather. Like, if you were
It's
ever going to
insane.
bring people over
Yes.
here and have this go
How
on
good.
this time of year.
I've literally canceled I say I have a very ventilated schedule here, and I never thought I would have the good fortune to live this kind of life where I'm like, what's the wind doing?
Yeah,
My first
What's
question.
the wind doing?
What's the wind doing today? Oh, sorry, cancel everything. I have to go for a swim. I've been swimming every day
Yes.
and walking on the beach every day. It's
Really?
unbelievable. I can't
So
believe.
you're like in a Chris Isaac film clip every day.
I'm a
aren't you?
wind guy. I sit. Nellie does
Yes.
the weather, and I'm checking Willy
Sean's-
weather every time. Okay,
Sean's
this is what we can do.
Yeah.
Wind and
Rottenness
swell.
going off. Is that
Yeah.
what we're doing today? You know, that kind of thing.
exactly. And that's what, Andrew, I think, has that wind app. I don't. I just look at the regular weather, but I
You just look out the window.
Or I just go, hey, yeah.
Would you
Lick the
want?
finger.
Would you want other celebrities to catch on to your secret here? Would
No.
You, no.
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 No. No. You wouldn't you? Because
No.
this could be
No,
because
it's
of
all
you
well
become
and
the new
good
Byron
about the
Bay.
film studio happening, but I don't really want anyone else.
Yeah,
no.
so Donald Trump putting those tariffs on the Australian film industry, 100%. You're actually thrilled.
Today, who knows? Hey, tariff today, not tomorrow.
Not
we
tomorrow.
don't know.
Yeah, keep you guessing.
Oh my gosh, crazy.
What's some other things you love about here? Because normally, if in Australia, if a celebrity comes here, they might visit here, but they go Sydney, Melbourne, they go East Coast.
People that I know, that one of my best friends who's from Melbourne, from a farming family outside of Melbourne, when I was coming here, she's in LA now. She'd never been to British. She's like, oh, I don't know where let's see where. Let me look it up.
What is that?
We've never gone.
Yeah.
She's like, well, this is when I was first coming, and the borders were about to lock.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
COVID. I was like, oh my gosh. She's like, oh, let me look it up. She's like, Google. She's like, ooh, I know. Say you're going to Broome.
Yes. Yes.
I was like, how are you in Australia? You've never been here at all. I love everything about it. During COVID, we went all over the state. We went up to Kimberley. We were down in Esperance. We went down south.
Kate, apart from that, Nathan asked before about other celebrities and not letting them know that Hollywood people coming in here. But have you had a lot of people from the US come over and stay with you?
No, because it's so far away.
Isn't it?
And that is actually, it's sort of gold in that way. My oldest brother came. My other brother's going to come here for Christmas,
Yeah.
so that'll be fun. And then everyone's like, we really want to come, but it's just one of those bucket list, maybe in a couple of years.
That's
of
so
planning.
funny because to us to go to the States, we just go, no worries,
I
jump on a
know.
plane and go to Europe. No
we
worries.
don't realise that-
because that's like 17, 19 hours. We're just used to it.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
Americans
a
aren't
short
used to
flight.
that.
I just did something in New Zealand, a workshop, and it was like, oh yeah, I can get over there. It's only 9 hours, man.
Yeah.
I'm fine.
Yeah.
No problem. That's nothing.
What did your agent say? Because you did move to the most isolated city in the world, which
Yes.
is Perth. And as an actress, you want to be connected. And thinking about this at the start of your career, you wouldn't even dream of doing this because you're away from work. But now you're obviously so comfortable with who you are and where your career is at and where your love is
clearly
at.
I'm very
She's covered in
comfortable.
cat hair. She doesn't have any
Covered
lint
in
brush.
cat hair.
But what did your agent say? Because you're moving to a place that has really no industry around it and very
Yeah.
far away from America.
Yeah, so far so good. I've been really fortunate to be able to go back and forth to work, but I'm developing a show here with a couple of gals
Yes.
from the East. We'll see. It's taking forever, but
Yeah.
It's fine.
maybe it will happen. So
Well,
that would be
WA's
good.
called Wait a While. So.
Wait a while, exactly. We are indeed waiting a while, but I love it, and the more I'm here, the less I want to work.
Leave.
Wow.
Leave. I really
Wow.
don't. I love my life. I love.
Yeah.
I love your
I love
life.
it.
Oh, mate, there's so many great places. I'm glad you're enjoying this. What
Love
about
it.
food? We haven't spoke about that.
Yes. Where do you look? What's your favourite place to eat out? Like if it's a bit of an occasion, you want to have a bang up
Well,
dinner.
I really love Vim Popoli down
Lovely
in Frio.
Frio, yeah.
It's so good. Everything there is
I don't
yum.
know that. What's the
It's
flavour?
Italian.
Italian.
Oh, it's
do you like the
good.
lasagna?
They don't they don't have
That'd be
a
too
lasagna.
common
Although
for
the
them.
lasagna at Ilito is my favorite. But they only do it on Sundays.
Yes.
That is,
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very, very good. I love Ilito too. I mean, and I love just that there's so much great Asian food here
Yeah.
too.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And just the diversity. I mean, I went the other night into
Like walk in a
Leaderville.
box?
Sorry.
Walk in a box and noodle box? Is that the one?
Very diverse.
Yeah. Okay, keep going.
I don't know. I mean, all the food is good here.
Yeah, but with the Asian thing, so we always have our favourite. So everyone has a favourite Chinese restaurant. For some reason, if you go to someone else's who's favourite, it never tastes the same.
Yeah.
Do
No,
you
it's different.
Do you have a dish if you were to get Chinese, for example? Because we've talked about
Your
this before.
classic Chinese, traditional
Sweet and
Chinese
sour
restaurant.
pork or,
I like General Tso's chicken. I don't know. Do you guys have that here?
No,
No, it's,
we
it's called
don't.
something
Yeah.
else. It's like crispy chicken, basically.
Yeah.
It's like anything that's fried.
So it's
I'm in
basically
on.
like a nugget.
Yeah, it's basically like
A nugget and
KFC.
sweet and sour nugget.
Oh, you're
Oh,
so
I did
traditional.
recently. I went through. You guys call it Macca's here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I went to the drive-through. I thought I was just gonna get a small vanilla cone, and then I was like,
What
I think
happened?
I need McNuggets, and then I was like, actually, I'm gonna have a quarter pounder.
Oh, that was a slippery
Yes.
slope.
I ate it before I was even out of the parking lot. And because in America it's quarter pounder with cheese, so I
Sure.
rock up to the drive-thru. I'm like, and I had all 3 cats. I was on my way to the farm, and I'm like,
Just cut on the face.
what a nutter. They're like, hey, and I was like, I'd like a quarter pounder with cheese, please. She's like, they come with cheese. Do you want more cheese? I was
Yes,
like,
I do,
oh,
but I'm going to say no.
Sorry, I didn't know that. Yes, I just want how you. Yeah.
Did you eat in the car, really?
I did before I
Okay.
was even out.
That
the
would have been a
parking
good
lot.
cat photo,
What?
wouldn't it?
That would have been.
Kate's life falling
Just
apart,
like
eating
that.
in a car. Covered in cat hair.
cat.
Purse bag lady.
When you're from a particular state, generally you get behind the drink. So over here, for men, it's the Emu Export, which has been a real hardcore drink for a long time.
Yeah.
We've got all our WA wines. Have you become that person who you WA stuff in that
I do
respect?
like a WA Shardy, as
Yes.
people say. I think it's cute that you add E on everything.
you.
We
Shardy.
shorten it and then add the
It all
E.
sounds
Yeah.
cute
Yeah.
when you're
Thanks,
just getting
Walshy.
tanked.
Thanks, Walshy.
But I can't remember the name of the winery, but I love, that's another thing. The down south, the wineries, all of it.
You're spoiled for choice,
just,
aren't
there's
you?
no place on earth like it, literally. Like there's in California, you have Napa, but it's inland. You
It's
don't
not on
have
the
the
beach.
sea in the
Yeah.
forest. It's like the most stunning. But I do like, and I also like the Swan beer. I like that.
Oh, yes, one
Oh, it's
lager.
on draft. It's on
Yeah,
lager.
yeah.
You bogan.
I know.
Mate,
Just
Well,
So
she's wearing a
OBH?
farmer. She's got to keep
Yeah.
it real.
Yeah.
LBH, just having one off the
Yeah,
wood with your legs
exactly.
out the window as you watch the
Come
sunset.
on. That's even last night I was having my walk. My walk.
in the
Old
mall
lady
with the
baby.
other ladies.
And you can hear me, like the Tin Man. But I saw everybody hanging out. I mean, that's an anomaly in May that
Yeah.
there's just
Yes.
so and the sunset every night.
yeah.
People are like, the state's agent's like, are you posting on social media? I'm like, yeah, you get a lot of sunset pictures, cats, and sometimes I'll post a food photo.
Yeah.
But,
Like whack an
yeah.
old box in there somewhere. I sometimes I love going into Red Dot. Have you heard Red Dot?
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you Kate Walsh from Hollywood been into Red Dot?
No. I
No,
haven't.
she's at the boat shed. I can leave her alone.
She sends Jessie.
Oh no, it's just good. It's just good. It's just if you go in, it's just
But
good to
I
walk
like-
through and
I do. I enjoy the IGAs. I really.
good grocers.
I mean, the produce here is
Thank
insane.
you.
Yeah.
But do you still do boat shed?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, all the fish are lined up looking
Yeah,
the
the
same
fish
way.
are all like,
No, but they've
Like
designed it
chorus
so
girls, like
whenever
French
Kate walks
chorus
in, one of the fish winks at her.
Yeah.
French
Tim's the
chorus
fishmonger.
girl.
I
there.
really
I
do-
get the miso soup. I've told
Yeah.
Nathan about it. The miso soup from the fishmonger there.
yeah. I
Have a
like.
go.
I do love the fishmonger in Claremont. I can't remember the name of them, but they're so good.
Do you
And
like
then
a-
there's the guy out on Wednesday, the guy in the van.
Oh,
out
yeah.
by the
At the
I think he's
beach,
there
that
today.
one?
Yeah,
Yeah.
at the beach.
Oh yeah.
Do you like a sandwich, a roll?
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you had a continental roll from the Reese store yet?
I haven't.
That's where they were invented
Stop it.
for the world. Yes.
That is the place that, because Andrew's like, well, I can't believe I haven't brought you to the
the
Reese
Reese
store.
store,
Yeah.
mate.
Yeah.
You'll love it.
Yeah. You go into the Northridge one and ask for Gina, and then you'll never have to line up. Yeah.
Have you discovered a Conti roll anywhere? Have you tried it?
I have from North Street, just because it's in my neighborhood,
course.
which is delightful. I also enjoy, I'm not going to say it because you're going to make it dirty, but I
what?
do like a sausage roll.
No, we're very pro sausage roll around here.
I told you, I've got it in Dad's freezer, one of the Calgary sausage
know.
rolls. It is
Is
8
it
years old,
still
we
there?
think. Yes, it is. We're
Stop.
waiting for you.
For
and Andrew's
real?
going to have
We
some.
do have to sort of make that happen.
Oh,
He'll
I
have
will.
it,
We'll
so-
have to get it out,
Yeah.
defrost it, eat it, and then we'll
Before
book
it
some time
kills you.
in the ER.
There is a Vietnamese place that I love in Highgate. It's called,
Oh, Highgate, that's near me.
I think it's Highgate. It's right around the corner from a gym I go to there. I really do
You go to the
sometimes
gym
go
in
to the gym.
Highgate.
It's called OK, and it's so
Okay.
good. It's just okay.
I love it. It's not chalking it up, is it?
So
No,
good.
we're just okay.
Yeah, I love
okay.
Vietnamese.
But it's
Yeah, I
the
go for
best.
dessert afterwards, so that'll do.
Partially, that'll do.
What about
I
if you want to
go
go
to
out
my
for a
area.
drink? Do you have a favourite bar?
That's all the bars.
All the bars. I do love the Shore House.
Yeah.
And seas. It's just such a great. You can't.
And
beat
you can
that.
crawl home, right?
Yeah, exactly. I just literally crawl home.
I know, that's great.
I haven't been to that place, Peps, and I imagine that.
Oh, Peps is
yeah,
good.
because I said we can go to Lamont and have lunch and stuff like that, and then walk across the road.
Yeah.
I've never been in there.
I love Lamont's. We just went to dinner there the other night. I love it. I love John. Old
Yeah.
John.
Oh,
He's
really?
so sweet. Yes.
Have you?
I love everything they make. Kate, also my namesake, but I have her. It's like anyone with my name. Ice cream. Where do I go? No, yeah, I do. I love Lamont's.
I really do hope that you never leave. I really do hope that.
I'm not
Kate.
gonna
I
leave.
really
We're
do.
not leaving.
Yeah,
We're here.
Yeah.
This is it.
No,
Yeah.
it's great.
For good.
You're stuck with me.
Because if you leave, we will turn on you.
So fast.
Oh, mate, it'll be horrible. I don't have the energy.
I'm not leaving. I love it here. I feel very lucky. I love everything about it. And I love down south. I love all of it.
And not
I
just
can't
that-
wait to see more. I still want to go back to the Kimberley and go
Yeah.
with that.
And the
Keep
thing you're
going with
doing, trying to promote films and movies being made here, Kate, that's going to be your legacy. So I really hope you get that along the line. I hope the
it.
tariffs
It's
go
happening.
down.
It doesn't
Yes.
matter
Yeah.
because of it. Like people are going to keep making movies in
Yeah.
Australia.
No, but
and
you're
they're-
okay. You're an active star that is in with Netflix and stuff like that. If anyone's got the power to get stuff made here, it's you. It's all on your shoulders, the whole
Do
industry.
you think?
Yeah.
A little
No
long in the
pressure.
tooth for that, don't you think?
Oh, no, you just got an old
but
box.
with the
You
gravy
did it fine.
making, I don't know. But with the wind and understanding what the surf is doing, and the
exactly.
gravy making, I'll try to.
Bird watching.
You'll be fine, you'll be
Don't
fine.
forget the bird watching.
The bird watching, exactly. I'm 82, and I feel great.
Well, happy WA Day.
Happy
to you.
WA
Happy
Day.
WA
The
Day.
pride
You're our
of WA.
favourite
Definitely.
adoptee.
Yes. Love you, Kate.
Thanks,
Love you
Kate.
guys. Thanks for having me.
This is the Nathan, Nat, and Sean podcast.
Talking to WA's finest, and there are none finer than our greatest netballer ever,
No question.
Caitlin Bassett.
Seabass.
Hello. Bass. Now, you have seen the other places. You've lived in other places, but you came home to WA.
I've travelled the world and there's no place like home. I can tell you that. Look, when I first left Perth, I thought it was just going to be for a year. I signed
Yes.
a contract to go over to the Sunshine Coast, Lightning, and it wasn't that scary because it was going from Perth to like a smaller Perth,
Yes,
like
Yeah.
a
yes.
Yep.
similar community vibe, beachy.
Yep.
And then after that, I moved down to Sydney, and it was like the biggest culture shock ever because there was 1 billion people. There was tolls for the first time
Traffic.
in my life.
Yeah,
yes,
toll.
everyone was
Expensive.
just so spread out. You never caught up with your teammates because some lived in the Northern Beaches, some lived in the Shire. Like
Yes.
you were just spread out. After that, I went to New Zealand, and like Perth was very like homey and comforting again.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed my time there. And then now that I've made it back to Perth, I'm like, why did I ever leave? I mean, the challenges are, yes, it is so far away from everywhere else, but I think the vibe and setting up a place to raising a family is what I think really
Yes.
attracts a lot of people to move to Perth and stay here.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Okay, so tell us the Seabass favourites. What's your, because you are a coffee hound.
Yes.
Where's your favourite coffee?
So I've also lived north, south, east,
Yes.
west, everywhere in
Yeah.
Perth as well. So I've got little pockets that I like. I was living in Osborne Park recently, and there's 2 roasteries there that I love and would walk to visit every day.
Yep.
One of them is called Dimatina.
Yes.
Yep.
And they've just put in these little coffee taps actually where you can, it's like already pre-made and you put your coffee there and you press the button and it like pours it for
Magic.
you. Yeah, it's amazing.
Paul Dimatina played for the Western Bulldogs. Yeah, he was a
Is
good
it the
guy.
same guy?
Yeah,
Is it the same-
Dimatina Coffee. That's
So
them.
Simon
Is
runs it now, which is obviously a relation to him.
Yes.
But
Yeah.
they go gangbusters. The other place is Micrology,
Oh, yes.
which is also very funky. They do delicious, hot, warm cinnamon scrolls, and they've got a DJ. Like imagine that.
At a coffee place.
DJ at a coffee shop, and imagine that. Like, what do you do? I'm a DJ at a cafe. So
Yes.
when you
Yeah.
go in, there's like someone spinning decks, and it's very like chill.
Yeah, right.
Happy
Yeah.
vibes there. So
Good
they're my
coffee,
go-tos.
Micrology.
At the moment, I'm living south, and I'm really struggling. If anyone's got some good ideas for coffee places south, because I have been going to Fremantle
Yeah.
a lot.
Yep.
South Fremantle Roasting Warehouse is
Yes.
my go-to.
And you just found a place the other day where you can take your dog.
I know there's another place that we were just discussing that you can.
Talking dog parks off air.
No,
it's not a
dog
park,
cafe.
It's a cafe.
Of course.
Yeah, it's
Where
called,
and you can take your dog inside.
yeah, it's called Amanti and Co Coffee, and it's got all these comfy couches, and you go inside. And the other day I was in there having coffee, and someone's dog just jumped up on the couch next.
I love that.
best.
So did you take Chino?
I did take
'Cause
Chino.
Chino is a massive dog.
He was. So,
He's a Bernese mountain dog.
yeah. So I took him for probably too long a walk because after
you wore him out.
After we
He's
got, I had to take him to the vet the next day because he couldn't walk, the poor bugger. So,
Oh.
yeah. So, but he got lots of pats. I feel like he's the perfect cafe dog.
Where do you like to go if you have a break? Are you north south type of guy? Where do you?
Ooh, I do
you
like
go
going
inland?
south. When we drove across from Sydney, actually, we came through the south, and there's
Yes.
more places that I would love to explore. Esperance is one of my favourites. Once again, we stayed at this animal farm there, a pet-friendly animal place, which was fantastic. But Yallingup, Bustleton,
Yeah.
Margs, definitely my
I
vibe.
think Denmark too
Yeah.
is one.
Yes.
I love Denmark.
Walpole, lots of people rave about Walpole and
right.
the things that you can do there.
Yep.
But I think my next trip has to be north because I want to go swimming with the sea lions in Jurien Bay.
Oh, yeah.
okay.
Yep. And
Yeah.
and then keep going up to Exmouth. I think
Yeah,
would be
beautiful.
a wicked trip. So there's so much to do in Perth. It's ridiculous.
Yeah,
Pretty terrible weather for the WA Day long weekend. Where are you going indoors? Where's the indoor places Caitlin Bassett likes to check out?
Well, do you know what? We were talking about golf.
RAC Arena to see the netball, obviously.
Obviously, that's going to be happening on the long weekend. I'm also going to be sitting sideline watching the Eagles potentially get pumped by Geelong in
Yes,
the
you
rain.
will.
So that'll be fun as well. But I don't know. We were talking about the other day Flight Club. Have you been there?
Yeah.
I'm going there on Sunday. I'm going on
way.
Sunday.
So there's a couple. So there's one in Freo, there's one in the city.
Okay, tell me what the premise, because it's the old Capital nightclub, which is where you and
Yes.
I used to go, Shawnee.
Bloody oath. Where to dance off?
It's darts on steroids, isn't it?
Yeah,
Darts
yeah.
on steroids.
Yes.
What?
Darts.
On steroids.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
who's on steroids?
Darts on steroids.
Yeah, but so it's basically electronic dartboard. So and there's different games that you can play amongst your friends. Basically, it's fun. It's heaps of fun. Who doesn't love that? You're very competitive, so you'll be fine.
Yep.
All right.
All right, see you,
Well,
Mass.
happy WA Day.
Have a
on
great
you,
long
mate.
weekend, guys.
See you soon.
It's the Nathan, Nat and Sean podcast.
We are celebrating WA Day, so we can't do that without going straight to the top. The one, the only, the premier. Roger Cook joins us.
Morning,
Cookie.
Good morning, guys. How's it going?
Yes,
Yeah,
very
fantastic, mate. Looking forward to the long weekend like most people. Celebrating on Monday, although the weather's looking pretty dicey, Natalie. You've been telling us
Well.
about.
Yeah, a bit of rain on Monday.
What's your plans, buddy?
Oh, well, look, obviously, WA Day is a really exciting weekend, and it's a way that we can, celebrate who we are, acknowledge our history, and really, look, at the end of the day, there's people from all around the world that have decided to call Western Australia home. That's something we're really proud of, and it's about celebrating our lifestyle, our culture, our communities. So I'm taking the opportunity to, obviously 3 days off. I'm pretty excited about that. But the WA Day celebrations will be terrific.
3 days off. What do you have any hobbies, or what when you're not being?
He's fit. That's what he
Exciting,
does.
yeah.
He exercises.
What do you do?
Well, as you know, I run, swim, and ride like a nut, and so that keeps up a lot of my time. But look, I reckon we've got my dad's got a place down south. He's a bit frail nowadays, so I have to look after that. That's down in Baileyup. There's nothing I love more than getting my hands dirty planting trees. So I'm going to go. I might head down there for a couple of days just to sort of keep the property ticking over. But, when you're in the cold, in the wet and the dark of the great southwest in the middle of winter, I don't think there's a better place to be.
It's beautiful down there.
I know it is,
but,
actually.
It does get cold. Is there a nice fireplace that you can have a glass of red wine in front of?
I was going to say the other aspect of this is that you get to sit with a nice glass of red in front of the fire,
Yeah,
don't
exactly.
you?
The bearskin
always a
rug
good
gets a
thing.
run. Yeah, we know how it goes.
Steady on.
Well, Premier, we know that the southwest is a great place to be. What about the northwest? What's some of your favourite, places to go up there?
Oh, look, we've got some incredible parts of the world in our northwest, and in the southern winter, the north is just the weather is just sublime. I don't think there's anything better than getting up to Exmouth and exploring the Ningaloo Reef. It is one of the most magical parts of the world, and being able to swim with the whale sharks is just one of those once in a lifetime experiences that you really have to get into if you can. Of course, the Kimberley is amazing. And, I know people talk about Broome, and Broome's fantastic. I love holidaying there. But I don't think there's a more spectacular place on the earth than the East Kimberley. A short drive out of Kununurra, and you are in some of the most ancient and beautiful landscapes in the world.
The colours up there are unbelievable.
Berkeley River.
Yeah,
It's just extraordinary. The colours, the rock formations, the flora, and in the bush there, everything is just so magical.
You know what I reckon is a bit of an untapped resource that nobody talks about much? It's the Bickley Valley. It is amazing.
Yeah,
it's
Bickley
so
Valley.
beautiful up there. Cideries and orchard. It is gorgeous, isn't it?
Yeah, and as you say, Natalie, there's people up there doing incredible things like with with ciders, with I know in the southwest there's some great olive oils being developed down there. Some of the people just taking the very best of our environment and producing great organic product.
Yeah,
Incredible
and
produce,
Spudshed,
and
of
it's stuff
course.
we should be proud of.
Absolutely. Rog, 3 weeks' time, you'll be laying down a budget. You going to save us any money somewhere?
Oh, look, this budget's about, getting back to meat and potatoes. It's about implementing our election commitments. And, of course, it's about continuing to see strong investment in our health services. We've got a massive project, a series of projects in terms of developing our hospitals both in the city and right throughout Western Australia. So you'll see a lot of those numbers start to take hold in terms of the budget.
And that maternity hospital, is it going to get built? What's going on there? Because wasn't there an issue with the builder?
Well, no, there's no issue with the builder. We're about to sign a contract with a company called WeBuild. It's one of the biggest construction firms in the world. It's got about 95,000 employees, over $100 billion of contracts around the world. So they're now looking to spread their wings into Western Australia. They've built hundreds of hospitals right around the world. They're looking to bring that expertise as part of our new Women's and Babies Hospital, and we've got an exciting announcement to make where we're about to sign the contract with that company. So we're on track to hopefully have this incredibly new, exciting project in WA Health built by 2029.
Roger, when you're going about the budget and you're putting this together with your cabinet, and people are coming at you left, right, and centre because we want more hospitals, more schools,
and everybody wants something for their area, basically.
100%. Do you also look at ways of in our business, we would talk about finding more efficiencies, which is another word for cutting back and saving money in different spots.
Look, we do, Sean, because as Natalie says, people want stuff all the time, and we really respect that. But this is one of the hardest parts of government, making sure we look after the state's finances so we can undertake the investments that we need. So that includes not only making sure that you do things affordably and in a way which delivers great value for money for WA taxpayers, but it's also about making sure that the money you are spending currently in your departments is going to a good cause. So you sit down with the bureaucrats, with the ministers, you cross-examine the budget to make sure you can squeeze every last dollar out of the budget. And as you know, we've got the strongest set of books in the country, and that's down to the hard work we've done over the last 8 years to put Western Australia in a great position when it comes to our state's finances.
And pretty exciting news that the Thornley Link's about to open for MetroNet. Are you and Rita fighting over arm wrestling over who gets to cut the ribbon? What's going to go on there?
We're going to bring several scissors, and so long as we just focus them on the ribbon, rather than saying, get out of the way, I want to cut it first. No, look, I'm so proud of what Rita's done under MetroNet. She's done an incredible job really transforming our whole public transport system in the metropolitan area. So, as you say, on the 9th of June, we're going to, the first trains will run on the Coburn-Thornley link. I think it's such an exciting project. With our public transport system, particularly in rail, we've got a lot. It looks like a spider's web, right? So there's lines going into the city and out of the city. So this is the first step of the next stage of our public transport system, where you start doing the linking up those lines outside the city.
So we can go sideways.
That's right. Creating a circle route, for want of a better description. And I think that's a really exciting next step.
Yep. All right.
Well, I hope you enjoy the weekend, Roger.
Yeah, enjoy bailing
up. Thank you, guys. Happy WA Day, guys.
Good on you, mate.
Thanks, Premier.
Nathan, Nat and Sean is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcasts.com.au. Nova.